God says, I need your 2 minutes only. It's very shocking. Three angels are talking about your body because something serious is about to happen. Don't skip God. Listen carefully because this is not ordinary and it is not something to delay or ignore. And if you move away now, you may miss what was meant to protect you, guide you, and change what is about to happen. At this very moment, I'm calling you because there is a conversation going on somewhere you can't see. It has something to do with your life, your health, and your future. Three angels are talking to you quickly about your body, not out of fear, but because something is changing and needs your attention right now. You are not here by chance, and these words are not made up on the spot. They are put in front of you, so you don't walk into something without thinking that you could have avoided or changed. Do not leave this place until you have heard what is being said. This is an important time for protection and guidance that you should not miss. It's meant to wake you up because there is a condition, a pattern, or a hidden strain that has gone unnoticed and is now getting to the point where something needs. If you believe type men know what is being said in heaven is not meant to scare you. To change. The angels don't mean harm to you. They are speaking up for you, stepping in, and drawing your attention to what needs to be done before it gets too heavy. That you are hearing this now is because I care about you and don't want you to suffer in silence or confusion. There were times when you knew something wasn't right, but you ignored them because you thought it was nothing. It wasn't nothing, though. It started out as a whisper, but now it's a call that can't be ignored. These words are meant to keep your attention, because what you do next is more important than you think. It's been hard for you to carry things quietly while under a lot of stress, pressure, and emotional weight that has affected your body. The angels are talking about how what you feel on the inside is linked to what is going on in your body since the two have been affecting each other. I want you to take your time and listen carefully because what is being said is wise and will help you heal and stay safe. Things are not over yet. It is the start of becoming aware and making changes that can fix what has been broken. If this video is moving you right now, please like it. Your help will help it reach more people who need protection. Do not feel alone in this. This is something you need to deeply understand in your spirit. That's not all the angels are saying. They are all around you watching and waiting for you to react, because the fact that you are aware lets them step in. Things stay hidden when you don't pay attention, but they start to move and line up when you do. You need to change something about your routine, your habits, or your environment because it has been slowly but surely affecting your body. So this is why the talk has turned serious. Not because it's past due, but because now is the right time to do something. You were picked to get this before things get too much for you. That shows care, not fear. I'm not telling you this to make you feel bad, so that you are safe and on the right path. I'm giving this to you. You are able to make the necessary correction. You must, however, be ready to admit what has been missed. The angels are talking about balance, rest, and what you let into your body and what you let stay in your mind. Everything is linked. That is when one part is stressed, the whole starts to feel it. Type 777 to get good luck. Please don't skip this because something very specific is being brought to your attention right now. There were small signs before telling you to be careful, pay attention, and slow down, but you didn't pay attention because life kept going at its own pace. I want you to take a moment to think about this and take it seriously with a steady heart. There is no chance that you will lose everything. You are being led in a new direction so that you can keep what has been given to you. This is an act of love that needs to be done right away because timing is important. There is another part of this that you need to understand. It has to do with how much you value yourself. How you treat your body shows how much you value yourself. And you've put your own needs last while taking care of other people's. The angels are talking to you about this imbalance because it's slowly hurting you. You shouldn't be worn out from trying to keep everything together. And you shouldn't forget about your own needs while helping other people. There needs to be a change. And the first step is to realize that you deserve care, healing, and attention. Right now, I'm with you and I'm showing you the way in a clear and gentle way. I know everything that is going on, and you can get everything back if you walk with trust and awareness. The seriousness you feel isn't meant to make you afraid. It's meant to get you to do things that will bring you life and strength. Their push isn't out of fear, it's out of love. Because they know what will happen if nothing changes. You are at a quiet crossroads. What your body holds and what it lets go of will depend on the choices you make from now on. Over time, a pattern has formed. It started out small, but has grown as it has been done over and over again. It could be the way you rest, think, or eat. And it has slowly changed your strength and balance. It feels normal now because you're used to it so much. But the truth is that it was never meant to stay that way. These patterns are important to the angels because they can see how they connect to what is happening below the surface. You're not getting in trouble for it. You are being asked to break it before it gets too heavy too quickly. To agree, type yes. Why are more than 19,547 people getting rich all of a sudden? Because they started using a weird 9-word password that was found while studying the brain. People use it from their couches and report getting money in their accounts without expecting it, getting rid of debts, and improving their lives. Scientists say it turns on a part of your brain that controls abundance that is 150 million years old. Backed by Harvard, tested in the lab, and life-changing. Elites used this password in secret until a neuroscientist told everyone about it. Then it spreads quickly and could be taken down at any time before it's gone for good. Click the link in the description and comments. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. Faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give and it will be given to you is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today. Join our community and see what God brings back into your life. One more thing that has been inside you for a while. You haven't fully let go of something emotional. Without you being fully aware of it, your body has been holding on to memories, stresses, and silent struggles. You have been fooling yourself about how weak the link is between your inner world and your body. There is a mark on your life for every worry you didn't say, every moment of stress, and every time you pushed yourself past your limits. The angels are talking about this because what you let go of inside is just as important as what you do on the outside. That you're tired doesn't make you weak, and taking a break doesn't make you fail. This is your body's way of telling you that it needs care and attention. It's a gentle but firm reminder that you are human. I want you to be honest with yourself so that you don't forget about how you feel just to keep going. Being aware of your limits and choosing to stick to them is a sign of strength. This is how you start to get things back in balance. Not by pushing more, but by paying more attention. The angels are also talking about timing because now is a good time to make changes. It's important to act quickly because if you wait, things might get harder. Not because you are being punished, but because habits that aren't dealt with tend to get worse. That you got information at the right time is a way to keep you safe. How easily you move forward will depend on what you do with this new information. As I walk you through these changes, you will know that you are not alone. There is something very important that needs your attention even when you don't feel sure. Something you've been putting off or forgetting about. You might need to change a habit or make a new routine. It could also be the first step toward asking for help or direction. Things other than spiritual things are being said by the angels. They point you toward real things you can do to improve your health. You should take this seriously without getting too stressed out. You can get to a place of strength and stability by taking things one step at a time and with care. To claim miracles, type 101 no. Do not forget how much the way you treat yourself every day affects your body. Your overall health is affected by the small choices you make, the time you set aside for rest, and how you deal with stress. You have more control over your health and happiness than you think. The angels are telling you this again because they want you to be sure that you can take back that power. You can make a difference and you don't have to keep struggling if you don't. The way you treat yourself going forward needs to be gentle as well. You are sometimes too hard on yourself because you expect too much from yourself without giving yourself the care you need. This has thrown your body out of balance, and it has been trying to fix it in its own way. Now you're being asked to be kind to yourself in the same way you're kind to other people. This isn't being selfish, it's important for your growth and healing. When you start to meet your own needs, your whole body starts to react positively. You need to know that what I'm telling you isn't meant to scare you, but to make you take responsibility. People are giving you this knowledge because they believe you can make the changes that are needed. The angels are quiet because something is coming to an end. They are talking because there is still time to change something. The present moment holds hope and a chance for restoration that you should not pass up. Your body and spirit both get stronger with each step you take in the right direction. Within you is a quiet strength that has seen you through many things and is still there now. You have dealt with problems in the past and found ways to solve them even when it was hard. This situation is the same, but you need to pay attention and be ready to act. You don't have to do everything at once. You are being told to start. It doesn't matter how small the step is. It will start to change what has been building. I'm leading you to a place where you can trust your decisions and stop ignoring what your body is telling you. You have a lot of wisdom that you haven't fully trusted. Now is the time to pay attention to it. If you think something is off or needs your attention, don't ignore it. Part of how you are protected and led is through your inner awareness. The angels are there to help you become more aware of that and make it stronger. Now is the time to make your health a priority. Not just something you think about when something is wrong, that's not all. This change will also make every part of your life stronger. Taking care of your body makes your mind clearer and your spirit feel lighter. Things start to line up in a way that helps you grow and fulfill your purpose. This moment is so important because it marks the start of that alignment. They are not watching from afar. They show that they care by getting closer to you and your situation because what you do next matters. Today is a holy time and your attention is the link between being warned and changing. There have been many times in your life when you had to endure without fully understanding what was going on inside you. At times your strength came from just moving forward even when you were tired or unsure. You are being called to a different kind of strength now, though, one that is built on care and awareness instead of patience alone. These changes are being talked about by the angels because they can see that you have reached a point where you can no longer keep going. Right now, you need to listen, make changes, and let yourself move with purpose instead of stress. Type 11:1. If you have faith, can 9 simple words really make a difference in your money? It has already helped more than 19,000 people get out of debt and start living a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. When brain experts found out that this password works up to 20 times faster than the law of attraction, they were shocked. A lot of people do it every day, and money just pours into their lives. For some, the results are so powerful that they feel like gifts from God. But this big step forward is already being harmed by the law and could be taken away at any time. Before it's gone, click the link in the description and comments. Small signs have been coming from a certain part of your body that wants your attention. These signs have not been random. You may have felt uncomfortable at times, had changes in your energy, or picked up on other subtle signs that something wasn't quite right. These weren't meant to scare you. They were meant to point you in the right direction before things got worse. The angels are telling you about these signs so that you can understand that your body is always talking to you. When you can listen without being afraid, you can come up with a way to respond that will help. You are not being told to feel worried or stressed out about how you feel. You are instead being asked to be present with yourself in a way that you might not have done before. With this presence, you can see what needs care without being afraid of it. You can take small important steps that will bring balance back to your life. Don't worry, the angels aren't telling you to. They want you to become more aware, which will help you make smart decisions. This is how protection works when love and clarity are at the wheel. There is also a part of your life where stress has made itself at home and become something you have learned to deal with instead of avoiding. You've been carrying a lot of emotional responsibilities and expectations which have slowly changed your body in ways you didn't fully understand. What you think about and how you feel in your body are connected in a deeper way than you have let yourself see. They are talking about this link because it is a key part of what needs to change. When you let go of things that aren't yours to carry, your body starts to feel better and stronger. Type 2. You are being led by God to make time in your life for rest. So it is not an afterthought, but a top priority. Removing yourself from everything doesn't mean you have to. But you should pick times to stop and recharge. Your body wasn't made to be under constant stress without a break. It starts to show signs that something needs to change when it does. It's important to remember this, as the angels say, because rest is not weakness. It's a part of getting better. When you give into this need, you start to get stronger in a way that will last. You should also be aware of what you put into your body. Since what you eat affects how you feel and function, you're in charge of this more than you think. Changes that are noticeable over time can come from even small changes. The angels don't want everyone to be perfect. They want you to be aware and have an intention. When you start to make decisions that are good for your health, your body responds by becoming more stable and clear. You and the care you choose to give yourself work together on this. You won't have to figure this out by yourself, because I'm showing you how to do each step even though you don't understand them. There will be times when you feel a soft push or a quiet reminder to do something or take a break when you need to. These are not just random events. These people are part of the help that you are getting. Angels are with you during this process and will help you figure out what is good for you and what needs to go. You will get closer to a place of balance and safety if you follow these promptings. The way you talk to yourself is also important, because what you say affects your body and your mood. If you have been being mean or dismissive to yourself, your body has been holding on to that energy. The angels want you to pay attention to this, because the voice inside you affects how you live your life. When you start to talk to yourself with kindness and support, you create an environment that helps you heal. It might not seem like a big deal, but this change has a big impact over time. You are about to enter a time when your awareness will continue to grow. This will give you chances to make choices that are good for your health. These chances can come in simple forms like a break to rest, a reminder to take care of yourself, or the choice to change something about your routine. At each of these times, there is a chance to move in line with what has been shown. Though they aren't watching to judge you, the angels are there to help you learn how to act with intention. Every step you take toward awareness makes your link to help and safety stronger. Do not let doubt take over what you are starting to understand. It's simple to doubt yourself or believe that what you feel is not important enough to act on. But the truth is that your awareness is a way for you to get on the right track. As soon as you trust it, you can move forward without any doubt. You should trust this process because it will lead you to stability and strength. The angels tell you are here at this time not because something is ending, but so that something can be fixed and made stronger. You have a chance to change your path in a way that will be good for your health in the long run. When you understand how important that is, and respond with care, you start to turn something that could have been hard into something that is manageable and even. It's not fear that makes you feel serious, it means something important. Healing. There is a soft but steady pull pulling you toward alignment right now. A quiet call to change your life so that it helps your body instead of hurting it. This is where your response really shines, because knowing something without doing something is still incomplete. What you do every day needs to change, and you can feel it even if you haven't put your finger on it yet. It could be how fast you move, how much stress you put on yourself, or how you ignore signs that tell you something needs your attention. You're used to moving forward without stopping because you think you'll catch up to yourself later. But later has turned into now, and the time to make changes has come. They are talking about this because they can see how this pattern has affected your strength, and they know that if this pattern changes, it will change everything else. If you believe in Jesus, type 1212. What if you didn't have to work hard to get rich? The right words. This forgotten prayer is now helping regular people get out of debt and become financially free. Researchers say that each of these 9 words opens up a brain area that is deep in charge of abundance. It works in just a few weeks for people who use it at home. It was never meant for everyone. The government could pull this secret at any time now that it's out in the open before it's gone for good. Click the link in the description and comments. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Cool Fight community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says, this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. You are not being told to give up your duties or your goal. You are being shown how to carry them in a way that won't hurt you. There is a line between being dedicated and being worn out. And you have crossed it more than once without realizing it. The angels are telling you this not to make you feel bad, but to help you find a balance that will let you keep going without getting sick. Discover that you can still do what needs to be done while also keeping your strength when you start to move with awareness. Something else about the way you deal with stress needs your attention. It's something you've learned to do to stay calm even when you feel like pressure is building up inside you. This has helped you keep going. But it has also put a quiet strain on your body that it has been carrying. This is what the angels are talking about. Because tension that isn't let go of doesn't go away. It gets better over time and starts to affect you. You are now being asked to let go of what you have been holding on to in a way that makes your body feel lighter again, not all at once. To get peace, type 555. You are being gently led in the right direction, and it will become clearer as you keep paying attention. It could be just a thought, a sign that you need to rest, or a feeling that you need to change something about your routine. Keep these times in mind because they are part of how you are being led. Angels are helping you figure out what is good for you and what is bad by working in ways that are in line with what you know. Even if you only do small things to follow these suggestions, you will start to build a pattern of care that is good for your health. It's possible that your energy starts to change as you make these changes. There will be times when you feel more like yourself, more stable, and more in the present. This is not a mistake. It happens when you align with what has been shown to you. The way you take care of your body changes it. And the changes are easier to see when that care is consistent. The angels want you to keep going in this direction because they can see that things are getting better. This season, you need to understand something important about being consistent. You can't just make one big change and expect everything to work out right away. To become a part of this way of life, you have to make small choices on purpose over and over again. This is what makes changes last, and it's also how your body starts to get stronger over time. This is very important to the angels because they know that consistent work will lead to results that last. You are able to do this even if it seems strange at first. For now, I want you to trust the process that is happening, even if it takes some time. There may be times when you want results right away. And if they don't show up, you may give up. It took time to build what you see now, and it will take time to fix up what you see now. It doesn't mean that nothing is going on. It means the job is being done in a way that will last. The angels want you to remember to stay strong, because your determination will bring about real change. You should also pay attention to the things you hang out with both physically and emotionally. The place where you are affects how you feel and how your body reacts. It's harder for your body to heal and stay balanced if you stay in places that make you feel stressed or uncomfortable. The angels are telling you this because they want you to make a space that is good for your health. Small changes may need to be made to make this work, but each one leads to a greater sense of stability and peace. Remember that you are not the only one making these changes. Some of the ways that you may feel like you are getting guidance are actually very clear. These moments will become more clear to you as you pause and listen. They show that you are being helped and that your steps are being planned. The angels are not there to direct your path. They are here to help you move forward with awareness and purpose. Your inner strength is growing as you deal with what has been shown to you. You become stronger when you learn more about yourself and choose to act in a way that matches what you know. Everything has changed now that you aren't moving without seeing. Your growth is being carefully watched by the angels who know that each step you take brings you closer to balance and safety. What helps your health is becoming clearer to you, more important to you, and more connected to you. You should think about your old habits before you go back to them now that you know they have an effect. If something doesn't feel right, take a moment to think about what needs to be changed. Being aware of this one thing can stop patterns from happening and help you make better decisions. You can only respond wisely if you stay present with yourself, which is what the angels are telling you. You are learning how to live in a way that takes care of your health and your responsibilities. Maintain the awareness that this moment is a part of a bigger story as you move forward. What began as a warning is now a way to get better and stronger. What you thought was seriousness at first is now becoming clarity and direction. This is how guidance works when it is followed through on. The angels are still close by, watching over you and helping you as you keep moving in line with what has been shown. They are still there and paying attention. But now they are not only thinking about what went wrong, but also about what is starting to go right. You're no longer standing where you were. Even if everything seems the same, something inside you has begun to react. And this reaction is altering the course of what was taking shape. Your body is quietly getting stronger, and you might not even be aware of it yet. The change is real, every second you choose to be aware over not being aware. When you take a break instead of pushing yourself too far, you make room for restoration. The angels are paying close attention, because every little choice you make is like a signal that brings more help into your life. You're no longer ignoring what needs your attention. That alone is a big change. So this is how change starts. Not in loud and sudden ways, but by making choices that are steady and well thought out. Type 888 to bring in plenty. So what does neuroscientists mean when they call this a wealth trigger? Because this 9-word password is already being used by 19,547 people. And things are changing quickly in their lives. Unexpected deposits, debts forgiven, and a whole new way of life. Scientists say it uses a brain system that is 150 million years old and controls money and plenty. It has already changed a lot of people's lives in just a few weeks. You're lucky to be seeing this. The page could go away at any time. Before it's gone, click the link in the description and comments. You need to understand that your body is not against you. It has worked for you all along. Every sign, every pain, and every change you felt was trying to help you get back in balance. Things that were hard to understand before are now easier to see because you're finally listening in a way that lets you understand. These things are being said by the angels so that you will trust your body instead of being afraid of it. When you work with something instead of against it, you feel a sense of harmony that makes you feel better physically and emotionally. On top of that, you need to learn something important about patience. You might want to fix everything right away to undo all the work that's been done over time. True restoration, on the other hand, doesn't happen quickly. It comes from care that is steady and kind. The angels want you to be patient because they know that change that lasts takes time and consistency. When you move at a speed that is good for your body, you don't put it through more stress while you're trying to fix the old one to get your spirit in sync. Type 333. Another level of healing is starting to show up, and it has to do with how you see yourself. There were expectations on you that made you strong all the time. Even when you needed to rest, you thought that slowing down meant getting behind. And that thought affected how you took care of your body. It's time to let go of that belief and replace it with a healthier one. Which is why the angels are talking about it. Being in motion all the time doesn't make you strong. It's found in being aware and in balance. You are learning how to move in a way that takes care of your health and your responsibilities. That's a big change. When you do things that are in line with what your body needs, you build a base that supports you instead of wearing you down because they can see that this is. It doesn't mean things get easy, but you're not working against yourself anymore. Already helping you. The angels want you to keep going in this direction. You are making changes to your lifestyle that will help you keep your energy and strength up. Besides that, the place where you live continues to affect how you feel. It's possible that you don't always notice it, but the places you spend time have energy that changes your mind and body. Your body has to work harder to find balance. If you stay in places that make you feel tense, remember this and make or find places that make you feel calm and stable. This is what the angels want you to do. Making even small changes to your environment can have a big effect on your health. You are not being told to shut yourself off from everyone else. You are instead being told to pick what helps you and cut back on what makes you feel bad. These steps will help you take care of your body and energy so that you can do your best. The angels are helping you figure out what is right and what is wrong. This awareness will become even clearer as you listen more. You make choices that help your overall balance when you trust this guidance. You will also start to feel more confident. You will start to trust yourself more as you keep responding to what has been shown to you. This trust isn't based on perfectionism, but on the knowledge that you can make decisions that are good for you. The angels want you to feel confident because it lets you move forward without any doubt. In order to keep making progress, you need to trust yourself enough to pay attention to how you feel. You may find that some old habits no longer feel right, even though they used to be fine. This means that you are no longer in line with those patterns that you used to be aware of. The angels are with you during this change and are helping you let go of things that don't serve you anymore. Even though it might feel strange at times, this is a part of living a healthier life. You make room for new habits that are good for your health when you let these changes happen. There is also a peace that will start to take the place of the urgency you felt at the start. What used to be scary is now becoming a source of direction and clarity. That doesn't mean the situation wasn't important. It means you answered in a way that makes it possible to talk about it. The angels are still paying attention, but now they are warning you instead of encouraging you. People care about you and see the changes you're making. They want you to keep going. Don't forget what brought you here. The knowledge you gained must continue to guide you. It's simple to get used to things and slowly go back to old habits, but you now know how important it is to pay attention. The angels want you to remember to stay in the present, keep listening, and keep making choices that are good for your body. This is how you keep the balance you're making. You're not the same person you were before this happened. You are more in tune with what your body needs and are more aware of it. It doesn't matter how quiet or slow this change seems. It's important. Angels are keeping a close eye on this change, knowing that it will keep growing as long as you keep at it. Moving to a new place will protect your health and safety, not by chance, but by being aware and taking action. People's financial lives are being changed quietly by a leaked 9-word password. It has already helped more than 19,000 people get money, freedom, and peace. People use it every day from their couches and say it has helped them make real money. Scientists say it works much faster than other methods because it uses deep brain pathways that are linked to money. Elites used to keep this secret, but now it's spreading too quickly. But this secret could be revealed at any time by the government. Before it's gone, click the link in the description and comments. These people aren't just talking about how important it is to act quickly anymore. They're also talking about how to take steady steps that are becoming more in line with your goals. What felt like a warning at first is now turning into a path, and you are getting clearer as you walk it. This is how the change keeps going. There is something very important going on in your body right now when you stay open and ready to respond. Someone or something that shows the changes you've made. But it's real, and it has something to do with how you started to listen instead of ignoring. Your body is starting to respond by balancing itself and changing in ways that make you stronger and more stable. The angels are watching this response to make sure that what you're doing is making things better. You're not making this change up. You are experiencing what happens when you become aware and take action. Type 444 to get protection. You need to know that your body remembers what you do to it. Though every minute of rest you give yourself and every choice you make that is good for your health, and each time you let go of stress instead of holding onto it. It also acts quickly when care is restored. It helps this process along. The angels are telling you this because they want you to keep going without any doubts. It's normal to wonder if your efforts are enough. The truth is that each step you take does matter. Something that was strained is being put back together again. Right now that rebuilding is going on. Your mind and body are also becoming more connected to each other. Your thoughts are starting to affect how you feel, and your physical state is starting to affect your thoughts. Being aware of these two things is very helpful because it lets you make them work together instead of against each other. The angels want you to understand this because it is important for keeping the balance you are making. When you take care of your body and keep your mind calm, you start to feel a strong, steady strength to accept renewal. Type 999. Over time, your pace changes and it feels more natural for you to move in a way that doesn't push yourself too far. You are no longer pushing yourself past what you can handle, which makes you feel at ease in a way that wasn't there before. It doesn't mean you're not working as hard. In this case, it means you are doing what you need to do without hurting yourself. The angels want you to make this change because it will let you keep going without adding to your stress. For now, you know that balance is not a limit. It makes you strong. You may also notice that you are more aware of what is going on around you. You can tell what helps you and what doesn't more easily. Also, this helps you make better choices. Through this awareness, the angels are helping you see the places, habits, and people that have an impact on your health. You are starting to notice things more quickly when they don't feel right, which lets you fix them before they become a problem. In order to protect you, this has been put in place. You're also starting to feel a growing sense of calm. What used to be too much for you to handle is now doable because you are approaching it with awareness instead of reaction. The angels are leading you to this state of calm because it lets your body work without any extra stress. If you are calm, your body can focus on keeping its balance instead of reacting to stress all the time. This is why the changes you're making are so important. They're making you more stable. It's also teaching you to pay attention to the signs your body sends you instead of ignoring them. You no longer push something aside when it feels different. Do not forget to pay attention. This change is big because it lets you deal with problems early on instead of waiting for them to get worse. Being aware of this is something the angels want you to do because it keeps you in line with the guidance you've been given. You're not moving around without seeing. You are moving in a smart way. You are becoming more responsible, but not as a burden. Instead, you see your role in your own health and happiness growing. You're starting to understand that the choices you make affect how you feel and how your body reacts. This knowledge gives you power because it puts the power to make change within your grasp. This realization is supported by the angels because it lets you take charge in a balanced and guided way. As you keep moving in this direction, you may also feel like you have more energy. There will be times when you feel stronger and more present than before. It might not happen all the time. These feelings are signs that the changes you are making your body feel better. The angels are paying close attention to this because they know it will keep growing as long as you keep doing what you're doing. It will take time, but you are slowly building up your strength. Another important thing is how you think about the future. From now on, you won't be moving around in doubt or without paying attention. It's clear that you're moving with purpose. Now that you're not reacting to what happens, everything changes how you feel about it. You are getting ready and answering clearly. These thoughts are what the angels want you to have because they help you keep the balance you've made. Talking about the present also shapes what will happen next. Do not forget that this process is still going on and that you need to keep your awareness on purpose. When you're sure of yourself, it's easy to slowly fall back into old habits without realizing it. The angels want you to remember to pay attention, keep listening, and keep making decisions that are good for your health. This is how you keep the balance and protection that have been set up. You shouldn't go back. You should keep going forward. How did the wealthy get so much money so easily? The public now knows a simple 9-word password. A lot of people use it every day and see money come into their lives like never before. Scientists say it turns on an old brain system that is directly linked to having a lot of things. Backed by Harvard, tested in the lab, and life-changing. Many people have already been able to get out of debt in just a few weeks. This breakthrough is under a lot of stress, though, and it could end at any time. Before it's gone, click the link in the description and comments. Now, you're in a place where the seriousness of the beginning has turned into strength and clarity. What began as a warning has turned into a way to get better, and you've chosen to follow it. The angels are still there. but now their job is to help and cheer you on as you keep marching forward. They are keeping an eye on you, guiding you, and helping you keep the alignment you've made. This is a quiet, but powerful moment where something that was said to you as a warning has become something you do every day. No longer are you standing at the start. What you chose to hear and use is now showing up in your life. Something is taking shape in your body that shows how this new alignment works. In small, but important ways, it feels like balance is coming back. You might feel like you can breathe more naturally. Your body and mind feel less tense all the time. And your thoughts are more organized. These improvements aren't made by chance. They happen when awareness turns into action. They are paying close attention to these changes because they mean you have moved into a rhythm that is good for your health. This rhythm isn't forced. This is something that gets stronger as you listen and answer. Kindly type 6 and 66 to show your balance. You need to know that what you've started won't end unless you let it. How you treat your body, deal with stress, and talk to yourself will continue to affect how you feel in the future. This is something the angels want you to remember because it's what keeps this balance strong. You're not being told to be perfect, but you are being told to stay aware. When you make choices in the present, you stop old patterns from coming back in a quiet way. Along with this, you are starting to feel more clear, which will help you make decisions without having to think about it for long. You are starting to see what makes you strong and what weakens you. This clarity is a form of inner guidance that is stronger now that you listened earlier. These clear thoughts are from the angels helping you believe what you feel and act on it with faith. You no longer doubt yourself as much because you know what becoming aware can do for you. Type 11 to say you're clear. Besides that, you might feel like the stress you were under is starting to lift. Not that your responsibilities have gone away, but the way you handle them has changed. You are no longer carrying around everything at once, and your day has more room for you to breathe. This change is important because it keeps your body from having to deal with the stress that used to build up over time. Because this approach keeps you from losing your balance again. The angels want you to keep going in this direction. Another important thing is how you now handle times when you feel uncomfortable. You listen to them instead of ignoring them and think about what they are trying to tell you. Because of this simple change, you feel more connected to your body. Angels want people to be aware of these things, so that small problems don't go unnoticed. You can change everything about how you move forward when you listen early and write early. That being said, you are also becoming more aware of the physical and emotional things you let into your space. You're starting to understand how certain places or people can change the way you feel. Being aware of this helps you make decisions that are good for your health and energy. During this process, the angels are helping you figure out what makes you feel calm and what makes you tense. By following these steps, you make a space for your body to stay balanced. You are becoming more and more confident in both the advice you have been given and yourself. You are beginning to understand that you can make decisions that will result in good things. This trust is important because it lets you go ahead without thinking twice. Being confident makes it easier to stay in alignment, so the angels are behind you. When you believe in yourself, you're not as likely to fall back into bad habits. On top of that, you might feel like your daily life has a new purpose because you know how your choices affect other people. Things that used to feel like routine may now feel more planned. It doesn't mean that everything is easy, but it does mean that you are on the right track. Your guardian angels want you to keep going this way because it helps you build a life that is good for you. Every choice you make affects the balance you're trying to keep. Another thing is that as you stay consistent, you feel more and more at peace. You don't have to have perfect things around you to feel this peace. You feel good when you know you're taking care of yourself. Your guardian angels want you to hold on to this peace because it keeps you safe. Your mind stays clear and your body works better when you are at peace. Getting into this state will help you get stronger and grow. Do not forget that what you have learned should still help you. It's easy to feel stable and then lose your mind slowly without noticing it. The angels want you to stay in the present, keep listening, and keep making decisions that are in line with what you know now. In this way, you can keep the balance you've made. You shouldn't go back to how things were. You should keep adding to what has already been done. Now that you've lived your life, it shows that you followed the advice you got at the start. What seemed important and necessary at first has turned into a steady and sure path. The angels are still there, but now their job is to be quiet and help. They are keeping an eye on you, guiding you, and helping you keep the alignment you have set up as you continue to grow. They will still be around after this. They are still supporting us, but in a new way. Why are more than 19,547 people getting rich all of a sudden? Because they started using a weird 9-word password that was found while studying the brain. People use it from their couches and report getting money in their accounts without expecting it. Getting rid of debts and improving their lives. Scientists say it turns on a part of your brain that controls abundance that is 150 million years old. Backed by Harvard, tested in the lab, and life-changing. Elites used this password in secret until a neuroscientist told everyone about it. Then it spreads quickly and could be taken down at any time before it's gone for good. Click the link in the description and comments. You feel a deep sense of stability building up inside you. It's something that feels solid and trustworthy. It's possible that your breathing is steady and your movements are more balanced than they were before. Your thoughts may still be clear. This isn't a short-term thing. It comes from the care and awareness that you have chosen to practice over and over again. The angels are quietly approving of this, because they can see that you have built a strong base that will support you in the long run. No longer are you building on doubt. To confirm stability, you are building on what you know about Type 515. Do not stop seeing this stability as something valuable. It will not stay that way without your attention. How strong this base gets will depend on how well you take care of yourself in the future. The angels are telling you to keep your awareness up because that's what keeps everything stable. If you stay alert, you can stop the imbalance from coming back quietly. This isn't a bother, this is something that gets easier as you do it more often. Your decisions are also now clear, so you don't have to worry about them. This makes it easier for you to figure out what is good for your health and what isn't. What you've done has made this clarity stronger, and it will keep getting stronger as long as you stay consistent. These clear thoughts are from the angels helping you believe what you feel and act on it without thinking twice. You no longer have doubts about what you need. You sound sure of yourself in your answer. Type 616 to lead a wise life. Changes are also happening in the way you handle your responsibilities. Everything you're carrying is no longer under pressure. You're carrying it with purpose and balance. Because of this change, your body doesn't have to work as hard as it used to. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. When Jesus says, "Give and heaven will open over you," on this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and this is not poetry. Hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall. Share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now. Join the family and see your heavens open. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment. A place where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.